All right. It's that time, Paul.
You
Welcome
ready?
in, everybody, to the first Locks edition of Cash and Tickets. Paul and I are happy to be here with you again after last night's trial and error with the cameras and,
Yeah,
and everything. So,
it worked out.
hope it all works out again today. So, again, like I said, today's our first Locks of the football season. I know if you follow us on Twitter, Paul had put out a little three-teamer. He teased a couple of teams and the points, and then sadly had Boise State straight up, and that did not go well down in South Florida last night.
Well, we missed by 28 points.
That's it.
Man,
I mean,
you can't win them all.
it's not a bad miss, right?
I don't know, something wrong with that team, buddy.
Yeah, South Florida looked pretty good. The quarterback was healthy this year, so they were getting it done against Boise State. So again, welcome in to edition of Cashing Tickets, first Locks show of the year. I'm Franklin. That's Paul. Hopefully, we're gonna hit that 60% we talked about last night.
Yep.
We're gonna get that started today and this weekend.
Kind of feels like we just got released from prison a little bit.
Right? Been locked into this
Been-
summer mode.
Been locked up for too long. They done turned us loose now.
Last night felt good. You wanted football, you could find it last night, that's for sure.
Yeah, tonight too.
So, you want to there's not a whole lot to talk about last night. The Boise State shit in the bed against South Florida.
Yeah, that's pretty much the storyline.
A couple of teams held it. Ohio damn near came back and beat Rutgers after getting down early. Good showing by the Bobcats. East Carolina hung it. You know, I'd forgotten that they had played in the bowl game where it got so bad at the end, all the fighting and stuff.
Yeah.
They had several players suspended for this game on
Yep.
each team. ECU hung in there with NC State, but NC State does get the win. So that's kind of Thursday night recap. We'll some of these games, these top 25 matchups, and Paul read it out in the commandments, but yet here we are. We're going to not talk about a few because they may come up later in the show.
And if you want to talk about them and put small wagers on them, that's fine. But these primetime games are scary to bet big on.
So I've got the top 25 matchups pulled up here, Paul.
All right.
Well, of course, the first one, Saturday, 11 a.m. on Fox. Texas travels, take on the reigning national champion Ohio State Buckeyes, both with new starting QBs.
Yep.
What do you think about Arch Manning and the Texas Longhorns?
I kind of bet in this game, but I do think that I have a huge problem with. I'll go through this now. The way Ohio State did their DC last year. I think karma rears its ugly head here,
Oh, you do.
and I'll talk about that here in a minute. Yeah, the guy just came off a natty. Was probably top 2 at least DCs in the country. They wouldn't give him a contract extension, and then they banned him from the championship parade.
From the parade.
Yeah.
I did not know.
So he
that.
took his ball and went to Penn State.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I knew he went to Penn State, but I didn't know about the.
The other
I wonder if
stuff,
they were in a riff and then they just banned. I mean, obviously there's something went on.
something got nasty.
All right. Well, yeah, I don't. I mean, we saw Arch Manning start a game. I think he had 2 touchdowns. Oh, no, had 1 touchdown and 2 picks in the time that he played last year. Clearly, a ton of hype for this kid coming into this season. And he's backed up by tons of talent on that Longhorns team. New QB at Ohio State, Will Howard moving on, but boy, they got, in my opinion, number 1 player in the country in Jeremiah Smith out of wideout,
Yeah.
especially on offense.
Yeah, I think Julian Sayin, is that his name?
Sayin is, yeah.
He's been out to Alabama, Georgia now, I guess Ohio State.
Yeah, so we'll see how that
Yeah.
all works out. I think it's going to be a defensive battle there with 2 new QBs, so we'll find out how that game goes.
Yeah.
Tennessee is in play, 11 a.m. They're ranked 24th. They got Syracuse coming to town. I know Syracuse lost a decent amount of players from their defense last year, so I don't know. Syracuse had a great year last year. I don't know if they're going to be able to replicate that. Is that QB gone?
Yeah, McCord.
Yeah. He played really well for them last year.
Yeah.
Now you got Aguilar Is that it? The
Joey Aguilar,
yeah, that's
the
coming
guy
in
from
QB for Tennessee.
yeah, he played at where did App State.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't see him saving the world, but what quarterback have they had has been worth a shit. And I don't know. Amaliva got beat out at UCLA, so I mean, it wasn't like he was that great.
I never thought he was that talented anyway. I mean, he didn't show it to me last year, and maybe he's gonna pop this year. I don't know.
Not on the bench.
It's tough to do it from the bench. Isn't
Pick at that PS5 controller and get out there.
Not a whole lot here. I mean, number 2, Penn State entertains Nevada. That's probably going to be a slug. They're just going to run it up and down their throat all day. Bama, 2:30. Bama travels down to Tallahassee to take on Florida State.
Well, Florida State. I mean, they can't be worse. They got to be better. They can't.
You would think they would be some better. I mean, anything's better than DJ at QB. But did they completely upgrade the position?
Shit, I don't know. I know they went and got Gus Malzahn, who, I mean, I don't know. I guess he's a good OC, but how's him and Mike Norvell going to gel together?
I mean, it's Beck, right? Is that is where we're
No, Miami is back.
Beck? Carson Beck went to Miami. That's right.
No,
Shit, I don't even know who they got at QB.
I ain't got it in front of me.
Let's look it up real quick. Florida. That's sad that we don't know that.
Oh, you say his name. If you wouldn't have asked me, I could have told you.
Oh, Castellanos from
Oh yeah, he's been talking all the shit.
Boston College, maybe?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Or somewhere.
What he threw for 1,500 yards last year? He's talking like he's gonna light up Alabama.
Yeah,
Get outta here.
He came from BC. Yeah, I knew there's a reason I wasn't big on Florida State. So we'll see how that game goes. I think Alabama's pretty
I got
loaded.
a little wager on that game also.
Let's see. Watch out, Oregon Ducks. You know, last year didn't they have a team came in, held them pretty close, an FCS team,
Idaho, I think.
and now they get Montana State.
Oh boy.
If they didn't win the D2 or D3, whatever they are last year, they got to the final game, I think.
Yeah, they're talented. They're just not. They don't have the horses that Oregon's gonna.
So watch out, Oregon. 6 o'clock. I know they're playing Long Island University, but Florida. There's been some talk about DJ Lagway. Is he really healthy? They say he's been cleared for week 1, but
What the hell's wrong with him?
I don't know. I'm be curious to see the health of DJ. 6:30 tomorrow night. LSU Tigers. Go Memorial Stadium in Clemson, South. So which one is the real Death Valley, Paul?
That's a good question. I guess they're gonna settle it on the field. I don't know, man. I looked at this line. I was like, damn, they actually got it right. And I mean, normally they'd have LSU at a 3-point favorite, and I'd be jumping on Clemson.
All over that, yeah.
But they read the past reports on everything, and I think they got that line right. Is it 3.5 or 4?
It's 4 now, 4.5 now.
Enjoy it, watch it, but I can't bet that.
No, I can't either. Michigan gets started with Bryce Underwood at QB. 6:30 against the New Mexico Lobos. We'll see if they have any QB at all. Finally, since J.J. McCarthy's been departed onto the NFL, starting for the Vikings this year. Yeah, I don't know if I trust that.
They got a $3 million rookie freshman back there. No.
Simmons gets his go at it as a starter this year for the Ole Miss Rebels. They entertain Georgia State at 6:45. Yeah. SEC Network. We'll see what the kid's got. What he's got in a complete game. I
hope he plays halfway through the second quarter and they sit him.
They never do that. We say that all the time. He's going to be at least halfway through the third quarter. He needs the reps, though, in my opinion. I get it. If it was Jackson Dart, play a half and get out of there.
Yeah.
But I think he needs the reps.
No.
South Carolina Vatech. I've heard some people getting on Vatech, taking the points here, not completely sold on South Carolina. They lost a lot on that defense. They still got Dylan Stewart, but they lost a lot on that defense. And boy, the hype train is loud with Lenore Sellers at QB for the Gamecocks. You believe in it?
I don't know. I don't really believe in South Carolina as a prominent football school, but
And then 6:30 on ABC, Notre Dame travels to take on. That's where we got Carson Beck, the Miami Hurricanes. That's where we're fading the QB.
It's gonna be
here.
an ass whooping.
You don't think Cristobal's got it going on down there?
Nah, that Carson Beck, man, you lost me at that.
Yeah, that's going to be tough.
Yeah, I can get the shit beat out of him.
Never was a big Carson Beck fan. All right, well, I mean, we don't have much. I mean, these games aren't outside of LSU, Clemson, Miami, Notre Dame, Texas, Ohio State, which is a hell of a slate for week one of college football.
Good.
We used to never
It's
get this
fine.
before. Yeah.
Like week 6.
We usually get like one matchup.
Like kickoff classic.
Yeah. So it's going to be a fun day. I'm looking forward to it. You got any? Usually you have a list of stats and shit to look at, but I guess we kind of went over some of that last night. Nothing
Yeah.
interesting got to you today.
No, nothing crazy as far as week 1 goes. I mean, the biggest thing I'm curious to see is how these transfer quarterbacks gel with their current team. Like some of them ain't gonna be it. They're gonna Carson Beck. But some of these guys are running there and take off and probably wouldn't even thought of. So curious.
Well,
to
the
see
other
how that
thing of
plays
Florida
out.
State, kind of what with Castellanos coming in there, I think what I've heard, they were very injured during the spring and didn't get much install.
Oh,
So
boy.
then they had to spend part of their preseason installing,
Yeah.
and that just puts you behind the 8 ball pretty bad. And then you get Bama to open. Good luck.
Yeah.
So I guess at that time, Paul, we'll just start giving them all these big money picks that we're going to
Yeah.
give to them. You know they're going to be fantastic, right?
Take your wheelbarrow with you.
All right, you know what? I'm going to kick this thing off for us
No.
because I got actually, which I couldn't. I got 3 plays on Friday night, which I thought I was going to have 1, and now I have 3.
Yes, I saw that and I was like, man, I don't have any Friday night plays.
But I did stay away from Auburn and Baylor. I took myself off of that one. So you know what? Don't do it. Just let it be. We'll watch and we'll watch that implosion as it happens right there. Hugh Freeze may be doing a lot more golfing come this time next year. 6:30 tonight, Western Illinois and Illinois. I know that's not a big time game, but it's another year Luke Altmaier at Illinois. I like watching that kid play. So there's no reason to watch him torch Western Illinois tonight or have him torch Western. He knows the system. He's been there. It's year 3. Get him in, get him out, get a lead, get out of there. They got a decent game next week against Duke, so they don't need anything crazy to happen. And if Western Illinois scores 10 points, I'd be surprised.
No.
Pretty good Illinois defense there. So I think this is a get your beak wet type of moment. Get in there, get some points, settle it down in the second half.
Run the clock.
And so this line is, I mean, this over-under is huge. It's 63.5.
Big
So-
number.
Yeah, so does the Illini have any reason to hang 50 on Western Illinois? I mean, I don't think so. So anyway, that's where I'm going. I'm going under 63.5 in the Western Illinois Fighting Illini game tonight at 6:30.
Yeah. My first game is gonna be 11 o'clock on Fox. Texas at Ohio State. Give me Texas team total over 23.5. 100% a play against Matt Patricia, the new DC at Ohio State. The guy is standalone, not a good coach. I mean, short of Brady and Belichick being with him, he's never done anything except get fired. Like I said earlier, the Buckeyes had held teams to 12 points a game last year, but they let their DC go. And I talked about that a while ago, but Karma's going to come back and get them. I think that defense gives up a ton of points. And Arch Manning's Heisman campaign starts Saturday at 11.
Wow, starts Saturday against Ohio State. Okay, all right. Yeah, I'd forgotten about Matt Patricia being the replacement there, because I know you'd talked to me before about that. I outside of his time with the Patriots, like you mentioned, I've never seen him do anything.
No, except carry a fucking school pencil around.
That stupid pencil, man. I guarantee that they're going to dive all into that come Saturday. I'm like, dude, why? You're bad, so what difference does it make? I'd rather see Lee Corso with a pencil back when he still
Not so fast.
was okay, when he was still doing all right. Farewell show for him Saturday, right? Isn't this the last one that he's
I'm
doing?
sure Herb Street could cry.
He already cried. They said the whole bunch of people sent messages to him. They showed it last Saturday, or I saw it on X or something like that. And he sat down in a theater room and all these people sent him little messages. Of course, the last one was Herb Street, and he cried through the entire time, but it was a nice moment.
Okay.
So back to Friday, 7 p.m. Friday night in Colorado.
No boy.
The Ramblin' Wreck heads over there to take on the Colorado Dion Buffaloes. Colorado has they went out and did get a QB. I forgot they got Caden Salter from Liberty. Really good Liberty quarterback, but anytime he had to play against better competition, he wasn't that great. The bowl game against Oregon comes to mind. That didn't go so well. Now that Shadour's moved on, he will take over the starting job there. But I still worry about their lines of scrimmage. They haven't been great since Dion's been there. I don't know how much upgraded they're going to be. And one of the best O-lines in the ACC comes from Georgia Tech. Yeah. They're taking that up there.
Their coach too.
And that plays, that travels. You got a good O-line, and Haynes King is one of the scrappiest QBs out there. He'll play hurt, but he's going to be healthy because this is game one. So I really like a healthy Haynes King, big offensive line. So give me the Ramblin' Wreck over the Buffs. I'll lay the 4.5, even on the road.
Yeah, I think that's a rematch of the 90 or 91 national title game. This is the first time those two schools have played since that game.
Oh, okay.
Little something for you heard on the radio.
Radio?
Yeah.
Well.
All right, I'm going to get a 2:30 Saturday on ABC. Give me the over 50.5. Alabama at Florida State. Ty Simpson takes over for Jalen Milroe. I think he's a better fit for what Kalen DeBoer wants to do on offense. Florida State cannot be worse than they were last year. It's impossible.
It's impossible.
So they bring in two new coordinators, Gus Malzahn and I don't know, Tony. I think it's Gibson's. Used to be the DC at Nebraska, which I don't remember Nebraska defense ever lighting the world on fire. So I think that Florida State gives up a lot of points. Alabama do most of the scoring, but Florida State's offense has to be some sorts better. It has
to be.
So give me over 50.5. Alabama at Florida State.
A lot of points in there. I just hope. Well, you know where I am on that game. So we'll move to 8:30 again, Friday night. 8:30 tonight. UNLV Running Rebels take on Sam Houston State. Now, UNLV has a worse defense than Western Kentucky, and Western Kentucky still gave up in the 20s to Sam Houston State. UNLV has 11 new players on defense, and they just don't know how to play together. That was evident in their game against Idaho State, to which they gave up, 30-something points? 31 points to Idaho State, I believe. So UNLV could not stop them at all. This game's got 45-42, 48-45 written all over it to me. I think it's going to be high scoring because Dan Mullen did have the boys scoring, getting in the end zone. They just couldn't stop the other team. Yeah. Phil Longo's going to be out there chasing space again.
Nah, who knows that fucking guy.
And they just came off a game where they gave up 40-something points to Western Kentucky. So, again, lots of points. So I'm taking the over here. Over 61.5 UNLV, Sam Houston State.
All right. I'm going to go, I think I'm out of order now. 7 o'clock, ESPN Plus, Saturday. Rice at Louisiana Lafayette. Give me Louisiana Lafayette minus 11.5. And I think that's still the line. Rice brings in a new head coach this year whose past stops were Washington and Lee. Washington and Lee, that's the name of the college, and then Davidson, where majority of his career he's been 500. So nothing tells me that he's going to walk into Rice and just, light somebody up. I think they get the hell beat out of them here.
Oh, my.
Yeah. The Raging Cajuns bring in a name we all know, Walker Howard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Cajuns have too much firepower, I believe. Should be a blowout. Give me Louisiana Lafayette minus 11.
All right. Walker Howard. LSU. Ole Miss.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'm finally moving to Saturday, Paul. Get out of Friday night.
You're gonna be in the clubhouse for Saturday.
Yeah, I'm gonna have the clubhouse lead. There's no doubt. Yeah. Or I'll get cut. I won't be able to play the weekend.
Yeah.
We don't want that though. So I'm starting at 11 o'clock Saturday. Northwestern Wildcats travel to take on the Tulane Green Wave. Tulane got a late transfer in Jake Retzlaff from BYU because he was doing some diddling and daddling over there. And
Apparently that's frowned upon
yeah,
in
that's not.
Mormon country.
But I mean, don't you as BYU got to say, boy, that kid played really well for us. I wonder what his secret was. I think we found out. They shipped him out because you can't be doing that there, BYU. So now he takes over to run the Green Wave offense. Probably a little learning curve there because it came in late. But John Sumrall's kept the winning ways down there in New Orleans with Tulane after Willie Fritz departed. So I look for them to continue that. Northwestern turns to Peyton Stone at QB. Remember Peyton Stone from SMU?
Yeah.
He got injured, then he lost his starting QB job last year. And so now he moves on, take over for the Wildcats. David Braun's in year 2 after Northwestern got rid of Pat Fitzgerald in just ugly fashion. And I believe that is going to haunt them for a long time, Paul. You just get rid of the best coach you've ever had. You loved the university.
He just got paid, too.
And then he just sued you and got paid. So I think this is just bad karma written all over what Northwestern Wildcats. And also, cute little stat for you. I did me some Paul research.
Oh, here we go.
Tulane is 8-0 against the spread in their last 8 season openers.
Ooh, there you go.
Is that good?
That's a good stat.
So give me the Green Wave and lay them 4.5.
All 4 points. All right. My next game is going to be 6:30 Saturday night on CBS Sports Network. Good Lord, help finding that shit. I got UTEP at Utah State. Give me Utah State -6. UTEP struggled with time of possession last year. They gave up, I think, second quarter points. They were outscored 116-48. So they get down early, and it doesn't get any better for them. Bronco Mendenhall comes in to coach the Utah State team, brings a ton of talent with him for that level. Don't get it
Bronco's a good coach.
Yeah, he knows how to win. This line's moved from 3 to 6 just this week. So if somebody knows something, it's like that South Florida bullshit. It was staring us right in the face. Something's up.
Yeah,
man.
something was up.
We didn't listen.
Fell in the trap, didn't we?
Yeah.
Boy,
So Utah State should cover here by 2 touchdowns. So give me Utah State -6.
all right. Well, I'm going back to Tallahassee.
Talladega.
Well, we have mentioned this game before. Paul's already on this game. He's on the over. He likes a lot of points in the Bama-Florida State game.
Yeah,
This one's easy for me. Florida State was horrific last year, and mostly due to the fact that they whiffed at the QB position. You just can't whiff there. And I don't think they've done much better with Castellanos from Boston College. I think this is going to be a whole different level. And like I said, they were still doing install in the preseason, so I think he's behind the 8 ball there. And you know, last year they missed on a lot of portal guys, not just QB.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's what you hit sometimes and you miss sometimes.
Yeah, you got to evaluate.
Yeah,
not just
so
send money.
who's to say they evaluated better this offseason? So Kalen DeBoer's in year 2 and ready to prove he was the right guy for the job coming in behind Nick Saban. I think he has stabilized his position there, and he's ready to roll, got his culture installed, and his program's running the way he wants it to run. If Ty Simpson is serviceable, I think Bama's scary this year. Still a ton of talent on defense, and they are now in year 2 of Kane Womack's system. And Ryan Wood, if Jeremiah Smith is the number 1 wide receiver in the country, Ryan Williams, to me, is number 2 for Bama. So I love Bama here. Lay them 14.5 with the Crimson Tide.
All right, I got to. I'm going out of order, but I've got a 1:30 game Saturday on Fox Sports 1. Give me over 54.5. Old Dominion at Indiana. Kurt Signetti loves to run up the points against weaker opponents, kind of like Lane Kiffin does at Ole Miss. Let's just be what it is. Old Dominion brings about a ton of experience back from a team last year who was really, really good in the red zone. So if I can get 17 out of Old Dominion here, this thing will sail over 54.5. So give me over 54.5. Old Dominion at Indiana.
Yeah, I looked at that game. I just didn't know what to do with ODU. What's that line? 20-something points? Something like that?
Decide. I don't know. I don't know. But I got a note here, and kind of what I've been trying to tell myself all year. Unders fucking suck to bet.
Oh, they're no fun to bet for
And it
sure.
says unders are boring. That's what I wrote there in my wisdom.
Your wisdom.
Yeah.
Let's go get some points.
Yeah, let's
Stop all
score.
this shit.
Damn.
All right. I like it. 6 o'clock Saturday. UTSA Roadrunners are going to get their season kicked off against the Texas A&M Aggies. The Aggies, I think they're ready to get their train rolling. They're rolling with Marcel Reed. He had a pretty good year last year. I believe they might have the best O-line in the SEC. I don't see UTSA being able to hold up against them early. The Aggies might slow down in the second half, but they ain't going to slow down early. They're going to try to get this thing to where they want it to be come halftime. So I'm going to roll with the Aggies first half minus 13.5.
There you go. That's a sneaky bet.
Sneaky?
That's a sneaky bet in the first half. All right, my final pick is going to be 6:30 on ABC. I think this may be Sunday night. Notre Dame minus 2.5 at Miami. Give me Notre Dame minus 2.5. Carson Beck ain't it, boys. Before you even see it,
Just know I told you.
he ain't it. I don't know. He went through the whole breakup. Maybe he locked in. I doubt it. We'll find out together. I'm betting against Carson Beck here. Notre Dame's too good at ball control. Got probably one of the top 3 running backs in the country, and Jeremiah Love coming back. I think ball control and turnovers. Carson Beck will give up the ball.
Yeah, we saw that.
So I think this line's way off. Give me Notre Dame minus 2.5, and hell, I'd take them minus 10 probably.
Wow.
No.
Alternate line?
I might. I think that's
It's an option there, huh? You found one.
yeah.
Move
Nah,
that
that
line
up,
over there.
yeah.
Notre Dame minus 10.
Plus 240.
All right, so I got one more pick to go. I had to put in 7 this week. There's so many games. I talked myself off the ledge on a few of them, but this one I was off, and then I got right back on it. I just don't trust it. So we're going. This is the Monday night game. TCU travels take on the Bill Belichick led UNC Tar Heels. I just don't trust Belichick in college ball.
I don't think it's gonna work.
I mean, I've heard a good amount of love for him for this game and for him and this team, but I just don't see it. I'm not sure after all this they'll go and win the ACC just because I said all that. But
I don't think so.
on the other hand, I really like Josh Hoover with TCU. Came on last year, he did well. TCU was really good down the stretch. And at UNC, you got Gio Lopez coming in from South Alabama Jags in the Sun Belt. This ain't the Sun Belt, brother. So I don't know how well he's going to transition. As I always say, give me the better QB in small line matchups. And also, Marion Hampton is no longer with the Tar Heels.
Can't
He's
just
off
turn
to
around
the
and hand it
NFL.
off.
No. So give me the Horned Frogs. I'm going to lay them with the Horned Frogs minus 3.5.
Yeah, it's about time for TCU to make another run. They've been 3 years out of the Natty.
Mm-hmm.
About time for them to make a run at it.
So that's it
Well,
from me.
that's it from me.
All right. Well.
Just ready to get this thing kicked off.
So we'll do a quick recap so that we can see it on the board. Go down everything we got here. There we are, Paul. All right. So my first 3 games you see there are Friday night. Western Illinois under 63.5. I like Georgia Tech, even though they're a road favorite. I'm going to lay it with Georgia Tech minus 4.5. UNLV, Sam Houston State, don't stop scoring. I wanted 30-30 at halftime, over 61.5 in that matchup. Then we moved to Saturday. I love Tulane. Stat I mentioned, 8-0 against the spread, not just winning, against the spread in season openers. So give me Tulane minus 4.5. Bama, I don't think there's much more we need to say. Florida State, we don't trust them. Bama minus 14.5. The Aggies, early and often, minus 13.5 against UTSA. And then the Horned Frogs on Labor Day evening. Going to put it on the UNC Tar Heels, TCU minus 3.5. You want me to run yours down there, Paul?
Yeah, please, if you would.
All right, Paul here. He's on the big matchup, breaking commandment number, 2 or 3.
Thou shalt not. Already did.
Texas Longhorns team total over 23.5. He thinks Ohio State really screwed up when they got rid of their defensive coordinator.
Karma.
It's going to come back to bite them in the ass. Bama, FSU, he sees lots of points. FSU's got to be somewhat improved. We'll see what happens. Maybe Bama just runs away with it from late, gets this over 50.5 in the Bama FSU game. The Raging Cajuns and Mr. Walker Howard, right? They know
That's
where
it.
Walker is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Former Rebel. Who are they? I can't even remember who you said they're playing.
What, Utah State?
No, Raging Cajuns. Louisiana. Who are they playing?
Oh.
Who are they taking on?
Hell, I thought you were doing a recap.
I am, but I don't have. I just have the team you're on. I didn't remember who.
They're playing Rice, the head coach
Rice.
at Rice.
Okay, yeah.
Previous stops for Washington and Lee and Davidson, and he wasn't good at either
Yeah,
one of those
no
stops
good
either,
there.
So.
Yeah, so Paul's on Raging Cajuns there, minus 11. Then he's got Utah State. Bronco Mendenhall, if I'm correct, is what he said.
Right.
Comes in, takes over Utah State. He's going to lay them. Utah State minus 6. Old Dominion takes on Indiana. He loves Kirk Signetti. Hopes he's going to run it up on the boys from Virginia. So he's on the over 54.5. Then, of course, we said all he needed to say about Carson Beck in Miami. This is more of a fade of the Hurricanes and their quarterback. Give him Notre Dame all day long, laying only 2.5 against Miami. So there you are. There's 13 picks right there to start the year. We hope we hit our percentage this year. We're ready to roll. I guess that's a quick one today, Paul.
Yeah.
Didn't have we didn't have a recap to go over.
Let's just hope we get out of the gate well.
Yeah, next week, hopefully we'll run down all the W's from today's picks.
Yep.
So make sure you check us out. Follow us on Twitter. Come join us live anytime we do these. We're going to do these typically Friday at noon, about this time is when we'll be putting out our locks program. So join us then. Like and subscribe. Hit the bell so you get the notifications when the show goes live. Or, again, you can watch it later before you hit the casino doors. Make sure you got locks in hand. That's going to do it for us. That's Paul. I'm Franklin. Thanks for joining us on Cash and Ticket.